Good afternoon. My name is Jamie Sprague-Ballou, and I'm here at my church affirming God's people. This past Sunday, we had our Advent wreath lit, and we also lit the menorah. And let's see, when I lit it on Sunday, I lit it for the first 4 days because it lit. But I have to make a correction on how we lit those candles because in my posting that I shared and I showed the candles that were lit, somebody made a comment on wondering how come the candles weren't lit properly. So it made me go out and look and wonder, okay, what is the correct way of lighting the candles? So I want to kind of share what I'm learning about this tradition as far as with the menorah and the lighting of the candles. So if you're not familiar with the menorah, what I'm learning, what it's about, the season of Hanukkah, the 8 days of Hanukkah, is it's the rededication of the Second Temple. And there's a middle candle in the menorah, this here candle. That's called, and let me bring it a little closer to this screen so you can see. This is called a shamash. It's not a very thick candle. It's actually a little thin candle, and I don't know how long this may. It's maybe 5 inches, 6 inches in length. So it's not a very big candle, and it sits in the menorah. This is the center candle. This candle is your main candle, the light, the 8 days of Hanukkah, because Hanukkah is for 8 days. So this is considered the helper candle. And I was wondering because, it shows Hanukkah runs from the 10th to the 18th. Well, if you count that, that's 9 days. But then, hello, Jamie, you're not thinking the Jewish mindset. Remember, in the Jewish calendar, things always start at, the new day begins at the break of Eve. So in the evening. So at sunset tonight will be the start of the Sabbath for the Jewish community. So tonight when the sun sets, will begin a new day for them. So it makes sense now that, okay, yes, it is only 8 days from the 10th to the 18th. When you break it down that way, there is only, 8 breaks of eves in between that time. So on the first day of Hanukkah, so the first evening of Hanukkah, which was the eve of the 10th, which would be from the 10th to 11th, you would light the shamash, and well, let me not light it now because I want to explain how you light the thing too, because you always start from the left, just like when they read, they go from from the right to the left. So on the first eve of Hanukkah, you start with the first candle on the right. What I did on Sunday was totally incorrect, and I didn't realize it. I'm learning this. So we thought, well, maybe, you start with the inner branches and work your way out. Well, that's not correct at all. So I learned that you start from the right. So on the first eve of Hanukkah, you would light this candle here. And there would be 3 blessings. So I'm going to say those blessings now. I'm not going to light this candle because I'll tell you what's going to happen. So after you light the first eve, you would say these, the first candle on the first eve, because you say 3 blessings the first night of Hanukkah. And then it goes to only 2 blessings for the rest of the evenings. So on the first night, I don't want to butcher the language, so I'm going to read it in English. The prayer would be, "Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with his commandments and commanded us to kindle the Hanukkah light. Blessed are you," that's the first blessing. The second blessing is, blessed are you, our God, King of the universe, who performed miracles for our forefathers in those days at this time. And the third blessing is, blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has granted us life, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this occasion. So actually, when you do this blessing, you light this verse, okay? You would light this, the shamash candle. And I can go ahead and light it. I'll just keep it burned. But I won't light the other candles yet. So after you light this each evening, on the first evening you say those 3 blessings that I said. Then on the second evening, you will come to the second candle. Now this candle will not be, you will put a new candle in for the second evening, okay? You'll light this candle first, your second candle to the right. I hope you can see this where I'm at. So you light this candle, second candle first, and then you'll go back to the first candle and light that. So even though you're going this way each evening, you're starting with the last candle and lighting backwards, or from left to right on that new evening. So let me blow this out so I don't drip wax all over. So each evening, and then starting with the second evening, you'll start reading the first 2 blessings, and only the first 2 blessings for those evenings. So the first evening you start with the first candle. The second evening, so you'll have to put a new candle in for each night. That's why normally when you buy these, it comes in a box. I don't know, is it 45 candles or something? So you have enough candles for the 8 days to burn that. And what that represents on that is the story goes that when the Jews reclaimed the temple, they went to light the candelabra, and it had only enough olive oil to last for 1 day, but it lasted 8 days. So that's why you come up with the 8 days of Hanukkah. That's the miracle that they celebrate on the rededication of the temple. So now we get to the 3rd day. Again, you'll come to the 3rd candle. You'll light the 3rd candle first, and then you'll go back to the first, light the other 2. So you keep doing this each evening. Now today is the 18th. And remember, they will light these candles in the evening. On the beginning of a new day, they light these candles, except for today. Today is the last day of Hanukkah. So isn't it nice that I'm making this video and it's the last day of Hanukkah? Because actually, when we do this, this year we only got to light it on one Sunday when we're in church. So I'm here today and because I'm packaging up some food and all that. So today is actually the last day of Hanukkah. So they will light the menorah today before the Eve, because they need to do this before the Sabbath begins, before the Shabbat begins. So today, this will be a day that they light it before the evening, before the break of a new day, because now begins their Shabbat, their Sabbath, and where that's more holier than this here. The Shabbat is really their high is a high holy day. It's like our Sunday for the Christian people, where Sunday is our holy day. This now tonight, so they'll start here, light the last candle, and we'll go backwards. So now I will do that and then we'll say the 2 blessings after I light the shamash. Remember, this is the shamash. This is your helper candle that will help you light all these candles. And remember, as we go throughout the 8 days, it does go left to right, but then it goes, it goes right to left, lighting it, but then left to right when going, reflecting on each day. Now, since this is the last day, we will start with this candle. But each evening you start 1st day, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th day. So here's the 8th day. We will light our shamash, and we will say our 2 blessings today. Blessed are I hope I got it on the right page. Yes, okay. Blessed are you, God of the universe, who has granted us life, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this occasion. No, I don't think, oh no, I think I'm going to. Blessing, no, I'm sorry, that wasn't, I shouldn't say it. This is the first blessing, I'm sorry. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with his commandments and commanded us to kindle the Hanukkah light. The second blessing, blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who performed miracles for our forefathers in those days at this time. And now we light the last candle, the 8th day of Hanukkah, and we go backwards, okay? So we will light all of these today. So your whole menorah will be lit today. And today is the last day of Hanukkah. So I have my Advent wreath burning too, because in the Christian tradition, we have celebrated 3. So I'll let this burn. These are supposed to burn for like 30 minutes. I try not to let them go too far down, because otherwise then you're trying to get them, it's hard to peel them out of there. So once it gets down to here, I start blowing them out so I can pick them out of the holder easy and replace them. But this is it today. That's our Festival of Lights. So in the Christian tradition, we just, this past Sunday was our Sunday of Joy, which is the pink candle. So when we first started, we had the first week, we had the Sunday of, go backwards was peace. Hope, I'm sorry. Woo. The first Sunday we had our Sunday of Hope, Sunday of Peace, Sunday of Joy, and this Sunday will be our Sunday of Love. So we will have the Magnificat and everything read this week in our scripture reading. So I just wanted to make this short video really just because of the menorah, because I did do it wrong, lighting it this past Sunday, and I wanted to correct that. So you always start from the first night of Hanukkah, start with your first candle to your right. And because you're looking at it, it may look like I started from my left, but it is to your right you're starting from, okay? You start from your right and you work your way to the left on each evening. And then, but you'll light on each new evening like I did on the 8th day. Since this was the 8th day, I started here and worked my way back when lighting them. Your center candle is your most important candle. That's the Shamash, that is God helping the other lighting those candles. So it's a beautiful tradition. It's so happy Hanukkah for all of my Jewish friends, Jewish family. Happy Hanukkah. And I hope I did that right. If you're Jewish, and if I did anything wrong, then let me know. This is how we learn, how we embrace, and how we grow from each other, and seeing God in a diverse way. So, see you soon. Ciao.